Haason, as you guys look at what's happened over the last month or so, are there common threads that you can kind of identify, that things that haven't gone as well for you guys defensively?
I haven't thought about that. I guess something's got to be something somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I have no answer for that question. I'm sorry. I have no answer.
Haason, on Stefan, and I was just wondering, what do you think makes him as good of a player as he is?
Steph?
Yes.
Shit, man. Just a hell of an athlete, one, and then, he a pro, man. He comes in, he works. Just seeing how he is now, year 9, man. Steph work on his body as soon as the game is over, you know what I'm saying? He's already preparing himself for next week. So when you see something like that, he's a veteran, and he's about his career, and he's been having a great one, and it's a testament to his work and who he is as a person.
So what's important for you guys as a unit to do this weekend against Buffalo?
Say it one more time.
What's important for you guys to do as a unit defensively against Buffalo this Sunday?
Just go in there, play as hard as we can, and do what we can to do our part in helping the team win, which is the same goal every week. Go out there, do what we're supposed to do, try to do what we can do on our side of the ball, and hopefully at the end of the game, it's an outcome that we all would like to see.
So, what did Atlanta do well to neutralize your guys' pass rush on Sunday?
Say it one more time.
What did Atlanta do well to neutralize your guys' pass rush on Sunday?
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing that's been going on for the last couple of weeks, to be honest. We're getting play action pass, boot. They didn't give us that much boot. We kind of been knocking that out. But a lot of play action pass, 3-step pass, no real drop back. So, everything's coming out quick. It's either that or, Max Pro chipping us or running the ball, But I most definitely think that in terms of getting true drop back pass, we have to be somewhere amongst team, defenses that has seen the least amount of that. So pretty much that's it. They're just trying to get the ball out fast against us.
What is your counter when teams are doing that to you guys? How do you stay effective in the game?
You just gotta play hard, and if you can get there, great. If the ball is out, chase after the ball and try to knock it out, try to get a turnover some way, somehow. Just trying to do whatever we can to stop them from doing that. So if I'm rushing and the ball's coming out fast, if it's close to me, try to hurry up and get there, try to knock the ball out, stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. Get your hands up, try to bat some of the passes down, just to try to get them out of that game plan.
Does something like that fall more to adjustments versus execution for players in terms of stopping that? Does that fall into the category? Is it more important to have adjustments to take care of that, or would you say execution?
It's hard. It's something that's hard to adjust to. As it continually has happened, as I have seen it happen to us week in and week out, I look at it as a sign of respect, honestly, knowing that they don't have the matchup or guys that can really stop us from getting to the quarterback in true drop-back situations, So I look at it as far as our pass rush goes, I look at it as a sign of respect, If this is what teams have to do to negate us or, stop us from making plays, then like I said, it's a sign of respect. I take it as a sign of respect.
Haason, you came here and obviously wanted to win, and we kind of grown to know what a competitor you are in particular. When you look at this big picture, 5-8, what stands out to you? What is most frustrating that stands out to you right now at this point in the season?
Just to know how much talent we have and not to be getting, and we're not getting the outcomes that we want. But. And knowing how, I look at it, I look on things on the bright side though, instead of worrying about what's going on right now. Just like I said, looking at the talent that we have, looking at all the young guys that you have in Chin, Derek, Brown, Brian, guys who, this is Brian's 3rd year. Chin hasn't played. This is only his 2nd year. Derek, this is only his 2nd year. So knowing that these kinds of guys are on the roster that's so young, that's so talented, just knowing that in a couple years, you know, when they hit their prime and they have the full confidence, not saying that they don't now, but just that confidence in themselves, you know, they get a couple more years of experience in the NFL under their belt, you know, I just know that the sky can be the limit, you know, and it's rough right now, but when everything, you know, when we overcome that hump and everything is looking good, it'll be all worth it.
It's going to be a little bit early to ask you, but do you want to be back here? You're
I love it here. You know, if the cards, you know, that I'm dealt falls and I end up back here, man, I love to be here. I've grown to love the players here. You know, I know the coaching staff here, and I've grown to love the fans. The fans have showed me so much love and support coming here. Like it's ridiculous. It's crazy. So, in all honesty, I do hope that I can be here next year. You know. And we'll just see what happens, you know, after the season, see how it goes.
Have there been any talks at all between your management and agent and all that?
I'm really not focused on that right now. And to be honest with you, you know, I have talked to my agent here and there, you know, and he lets me know what's being said and stuff like that. But I don't ask him, and he don't bring it up to me because nothing is more important than this season right now. You know what I'm saying? Even with our record, the season isn't over yet. We still got 4 more. I'm going to treat those like 4 more opportunities and continue to do my thing. And like I said, once the all season hits, we'll handle that part then.
And personal note too, with the Pro Bowl coming up, what would it mean for you to have that happen for you here?
Oh man, it'll be a lot of love, man. You know, I haven't been to one yet, and to be able to have my first one.
I'm looking at this one.
I was like, do I finish the question? That's all good.
Looking at this Bills offense, I mean, obviously they're.
Say it one more time, I'm sorry.
Looking at the Bills offense, they're obviously loaded top to bottom, starting with Josh Allen. What kind of a challenge did those guys pose to you?
Like, you know, they have a lot of they have a lot of star power and playmakers on offense. Like you said, starting with Josh Allen. Man, he's a competitor. You know, he's strong, he's big. He's one of those guys that when you do get your hands on him, you know, when you do, you got to make sure to wrap him up. He's a big guy. You know, and like you said, it all starts with him. He gets the offense going. You know, he's a big playmaker for them. So, you know, I have a lot of respect for what they have accomplished, and you know the way that they, you know, 76 right now, but the way they have played this year in certain games and in the past.
Yeah, Haason, to that point, I mean, how far back can you go? Do you look at how they're trending coming into this week? I mean, how do you, I guess, try and gauge and get a better understanding of what they are right now this week?
I could care, and that's the thing. You know, whether there's a team that's 10-win team, you know what I'm saying, or whether it's a team that has a losing record, they're under 500. I look at everybody the same. I treat everybody the same, you know, and that's to go out there and put on my best performance and help the team as best as I can, no matter how good, or you know, no matter how good their record reflects them to be, or how, you know, negative their, you know, how poorly their record shows how they are. So it doesn't matter to me.
Haason, you mentioned it being kind of a point of pride for you that teams are trying to get the ball out so quick.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep it from turning into frustration when you're not able to get home?
I mean, it's just part of the, you know, it's just part of the game. If I allow myself to get frustrated based on what's happening in the game, you know, it can linger, and it's something that could turn, you know, I could start having bad plays now because I'm thinking about it. You know, the other thing, it could negatively affect my game, and I try to make sure that doesn't happen. So I try to keep myself as calm as I can. You know what I'm saying, and just keep thinking about the next play, and just keep going.
Have you talked to some of those younger, talented guys about finishing out the season strong and your philosophy on playing games?
Most definitely, you know, because it's a lot of them will be here next year. You know, they have no choice on where they're going. They will be here next year, and they don't want to be, you know, seen as the guys. Let them know you don't want to be seen as a guy who just, you know, got 4 games left and you just drop or you just stop going as hard. That's unacceptable. And especially, like I said, these are still opportunities. These are still opportunities to go out there and put great film on, because at the end of the day, yes, you're playing for one team, but when you turn on that tape, or when other teams turn on that tape, you know, it's almost like an audition for the other 31. So just trying to keep them, you know, keep them in it, let them know that, man, we got 4 more opportunities. Let's just give this thing all we got, and when it's done, hey, then we can go rest. But right now, like I said, we got 4 more, and we need to be attacking. You know, we're going to start by attacking this week, and, you know, keep going.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.